Fresh eggs seem like one of the simplest grocery purchases you can make, but the reality behind those neat cartons on store shelves might crack your confidence in what you're bringing home. Several major grocery chains have developed practices around egg sourcing, storage, and handling that transform this basic protein into a potential health hazard disguised as breakfast staples. From temperature abuse that accelerates spoilage to sourcing from industrial operations with questionable animal welfare standards. The egg aisle has become a place where careful shoppers need to look beyond the grade A labels. Modern egg production involves complex supply chains where quality can deteriorate rapidly without proper handling at every stage. Grocery stores that prioritize profit margins over proper storage create conditions where bacteria multiply, freshness disappears, and what should be a nutritious start to your day becomes a gamble with food safety. Understanding which retailers cut corners can help you avoid the disappointment of cracked shells, off flavors, and potential illness that comes with poorly managed egg inventory. Walmart's egg section exemplifies how cost-cutting measures can compromise the quality of even the most basic food items, creating conditions that affect both safety and satisfaction. Walmart's aggressive pricing strategy for eggs often means sourcing from industrial operations that prioritize volume over quality, resulting in products that may technically meet grade standards but lack the nutritional density and flavor of properly raised poultry. These massive facilities often house tens of thousands of hens in conditions that promote stress and disease, factors that directly affect egg quality and safety. Storage temperature inconsistencies plague many Walmart locations, where refrigerated egg cases struggle to maintain proper temperatures during high-traffic periods. Former employees have reported discovering cases where egg displays reach temperatures above 45 degrees Fahrenheit for extended periods, creating conditions that promote bacterial growth and accelerate spoilage. Inventory rotation practices at Walmart sometimes ignore first-in, first-out principles, particularly during busy periods when staff focus on keeping shelves stocked, rather than ensuring product freshness. This leads to situations where newer egg cartons are placed in front of older inventory, meaning customers might unknowingly purchase eggs that are approaching their expiration dates. Quality control inspections at the store level are often superficial, focusing on obvious damage like cracked shells, while missing signs of temperature abuse or age-related deterioration. Staff members typically lack training in identifying early signs of egg quality problems that might not be immediately obvious to casual inspection. The supply chain for Walmart eggs often involves multiple intermediaries and extended transport times that can affect freshness before products even reach store shelves. Eggs might sit in distribution centers for days or weeks, during which time quality degrades even under proper refrigeration conditions. Customer complaints about Walmart eggs frequently mention issues like watery whites, pale yolks, and rapid spoilage after purchase. These problems often stem from age, poor handling, or sourcing from industrial operations where hens don't receive optimal nutrition for producing high-quality eggs. Cross-contamination risks increase when egg cartons are stored near other products that might leak or when handling procedures don't prevent the spread of bacteria from cracked or damaged eggs to intact ones nearby in display cases. Safeway's approach to egg merchandising prioritizes appearance and convenience over actual freshness, creating situations where customers pay premium prices for substandard products. Safeway often sources organic and specialty eggs from suppliers that meet certification requirements but operate at industrial scale, meaning the premium prices don't necessarily translate to the small farm quality that customers expect from higher-priced options. Temperature monitoring in Safeway's refrigerated egg displays can be inconsistent, with some areas of the case running warmer than others due to design flaws or maintenance issues. This creates hot spots where eggs deteriorate more rapidly than products stored in properly cooled sections. The pre-washing process for eggs sold at Safeway removes the natural protective coating that helps preserve freshness, but if storage conditions aren't optimal afterward, this can actually accelerate spoilage rather than prevent it. Many customers don't realize that pre-washed eggs require more careful handling than farm-fresh alternatives. Pricing strategies at Safeway often involve promotional pricing on eggs approaching their sell-by dates, but these sales aren't always clearly marked, meaning customers might purchase older inventory without realizing they're getting reduced quality products. Quality control standards vary between different Safeway locations, with some stores maintaining better practices than others. Corporate oversight doesn't always ensure consistent implementation of proper egg handling procedures across all stores in the chain. Storage capacity limitations during promotional periods can lead to overstocking that compromises proper rotation and temperature control. When stores receive larger than normal egg shipments for sales events, storage areas can become overcrowded and temperature control systems can become overwhelmed. Customer service training regarding egg quality issues is often inadequate, leaving staff unprepared to address questions about freshness, storage requirements, or how to identify quality problems that might not be immediately obvious. Kroger's egg procurement and handling practices demonstrate how even well-intentioned policies can fail when implementation is inconsistent across a large retail network. Kroger sources eggs from a mix of suppliers with varying quality standards, and the inconsistency shows up in products that can vary dramatically in freshness and quality from week to week at the same store location. Private label egg programs at Kroger sometimes prioritize cost control over quality specifications, resulting in products that meet minimum standards but lack the superior characteristics that customers expect from store brand items. Storage rotation procedures at Kroger stores depend heavily on individual employee training and motivation, leading to situations where proper first-in, first-out practices are followed inconsistently, especially during busy periods or staff shortages. Quality control documentation at Kroger often focuses on compliance with basic safety standards rather than proactive monitoring for quality issues that could affect customer satisfaction and product freshness. Temperature control equipment in Kroger's egg displays varies in age and effectiveness across different store locations, with older stores sometimes using refrigeration systems that struggle to maintain consistent temperatures throughout the display area. Supplier relationships with Kroger sometimes prioritize cost savings over quality improvements, meaning that farms supplying eggs may not invest in practices that would improve product quality if those improvements increase costs. Customer complaint resolution regarding egg quality issues at Kroger can be inconsistent, with some locations taking proactive steps to address problems, while others simply offer refunds without investigating underlying quality control issues. Giant's egg merchandising strategy focuses on variety and convenience, but sometimes overlooks the fundamental quality issues that affect customer satisfaction and food safety. Giant often stocks multiple brands and types of eggs in the same display case, but different products may have different optimal storage requirements that aren't always accommodated by standard refrigeration equipment designed for general dairy products. Supplier diversity at Giant means that egg quality can vary significantly depending on which farms are providing products during any given week, but this variability isn't communicated to customers who expect consistent quality from the same store. Quality control training for Giant employees often emphasizes visual inspection of packaging rather than understanding the subtler signs of quality deterioration that might affect taste, nutrition, and safety without being immediately obvious. Storage capacity planning at Giant sometimes results in overstocking during promotional periods, leading to conditions where proper temperature control and rotation become difficult to maintain with limited cooler space and handling equipment. Price competition pressures at Giant can lead to sourcing decisions that prioritize low wholesale costs over quality factors that would improve customer satisfaction and reduce spoilage-related losses. Customer education about egg selection and storage is minimal at Giant locations, leaving shoppers without the information they need to make informed choices about quality and freshness indicators they should look for. Environmental controls in Giant's egg display areas aren't always optimized for the specific requirements of egg storage, with lighting and air circulation that may not be ideal for maintaining product quality over extended display periods. Food Lion's approach to egg retailing demonstrates how budget-focused strategies can compromise quality in ways that ultimately cost customers more than they save. Food Lion sources eggs primarily based on price considerations, often working with suppliers who operate large industrial facilities where individual hen welfare and egg quality take a backseat to volume production and cost control. Storage conditions at Food Lion stores often struggle with the basics of proper egg handling, including temperature consistency, adequate refrigeration capacity, and proper rotation procedures that ensure customers receive the freshest available products. Quality control oversight at food. Lion Locations is often minimal, with staff members who lack training in identifying egg quality issues that might not be immediately obvious but could affect safety and satisfaction. Inventory management systems at Food Lion don't always account for the perishable nature of eggs, leading to ordering and stocking practices that can result in products sitting longer than optimal before being purchased by customers. Customer service regarding egg quality issues at Food Lion is often reactive rather than proactive, addressing problems only after customers complain rather than implementing systems to prevent quality issues from reaching the sales floor. Supplier relationships with Food Lion typically emphasize cost savings over quality improvements, meaning that farms providing eggs may not invest in practices that would improve product characteristics if those improvements increase wholesale prices. Store-level management at Food Lion locations sometimes lacks the training and resources needed to properly oversee egg handling procedures, leading to inconsistent implementation of even basic quality control measures. Trader Joe's unique business model creates specific challenges for egg quality that aren't always addressed by their streamlined operations and limited supplier network. Trader Joe's limited supplier base for eggs means that quality problems with one producer can affect all stores in a region simultaneously, without alternative sources readily available to maintain consistent quality standards. Private label packaging at Trader Joe's sometimes obscures important quality information that customers would use to make informed choices about freshness and handling requirements for different types of eggs. Storage procedures at Trader Joe's small format stores don't always accommodate the specific requirements of different egg types, with conventional, organic, and specialty products often stored under identical conditions regardless of their optimal requirements. Quality control capabilities at Trader Joe's are limited by the company's lean staffing model, which doesn't always allow for the detailed inspection and monitoring that proper egg handling requires. Supplier oversight by Trader Joe's focuses heavily on cost control and consistent supply rather than continuous quality improvement, potentially missing opportunities to enhance product characteristics that would improve customer satisfaction. Customer feedback systems at Trader Joe's don't always capture quality issues with eggs effectively, since many quality problems only become apparent after customers take products home and attempt to use them. Inventory turnover at Trader Joe's can be unpredictable due to the chain's unique customer base and shopping patterns, making it difficult to optimize ordering and rotation procedures for maximum freshness. Whole Foods' premium positioning creates customer expectations for egg quality that aren't always met by the reality of their sourcing and handling practices. Whole Foods charges premium prices for organic and specialty eggs, but much of their inventory comes from large industrial organic operations that may meet certification requirements while falling short of the small farm, artisanal quality that customers expect. Quality control standards at Whole Foods sometimes emphasize organic certification and animal welfare claims over basic freshness and handling quality that directly affects customer satisfaction and food safety. Storage procedures at Whole Foods locations don't always differentiate between different types of eggs that may have varying optimal storage requirements, treating all products identically regardless of their specific needs. Supplier relationships with Whole Foods prioritize maintaining organic and specialty certifications over continuous quality improvement in areas like freshness, flavor, and nutritional density that customers care about most. Customer service training at Whole Foods focuses heavily on product knowledge regarding certifications and sourcing claims, but may neglect practical quality assessment skills that would help staff identify freshness and handling issues. Pricing strategies at Whole Foods can create situations where customers pay premium prices for eggs that aren't necessarily fresher or higher quality than less expensive alternatives available at other retailers. Quality control documentation at Whole Foods often emphasizes compliance with organic standards and animal welfare certifications rather than practical freshness, indicators that directly affect the eating experience and food safety. Temperature monitoring systems at Whole Foods locations are generally better than discount retailers, but the premium prices create customer expectations that aren't always met by the actual product quality, leading to disappointment when expensive eggs don't deliver superior performance. The reality about egg quality at these 7 grocery chains reveals patterns of cost-cutting, inadequate quality control, and sourcing practices that prioritize compliance with minimum standards over delivering the freshness and safety that customers deserve. From temperature abuse that accelerates spoilage to sourcing from industrial operations where individual product quality suffers in favor of volume production, the egg aisle has become a place where informed consumers need to look beyond brand names and price points. Understanding these quality issues doesn't mean you need to give up buying eggs from grocery stores, but it does mean you need to be a more discerning shopper. Look for cartons with recent pack dates, inspect shelves for cracks and cleanliness, and pay attention to how products are stored in the display case. Temperature consistency, proper rotation, and staff knowledge about handling procedures can vary dramatically between different stores and even different sections within the same retailer. Consider alternatives when quality concerns outweigh convenience factors. Local farmers markets, farm stands, and specialty food stores often maintain higher quality standards and can provide information about their sourcing and handling practices. While these alternatives might cost more per dozen, the improved freshness, safety, and eating quality often justify the additional expense. When you do purchase eggs from these grocery chains, inspect cartons carefully before putting them in your cart. Look for signs of temperature abuse like condensation inside cartons, check for cracked or dirty shells, and pay attention to the pack date and expiration information. Trust your senses when you get home. Fresh eggs should have firm whites, bright yellow or orange yolks, and should smell clean and neutral. Proper storage at home becomes even more important when starting with eggs that may have already experienced quality degradation during retail handling. Keep eggs refrigerated at consistent temperatures, use older products first, and don't hesitate to discard any that seem questionable in appearance, smell, or texture. The egg industry's focus on cost reduction and efficiency has created a system where quality often takes a backseat to profit margins. By understanding which retailers prioritize proper handling and freshness, you can make better choices that protect both your health and your breakfast satisfaction. Your family deserves eggs that enhance meals rather than compromise them. With careful shopping choices and attention to quality indicators, you can still enjoy fresh, safe eggs while avoiding the pitfalls that come with retailers who cut corners on this basic but essential food product. If you've made it this far, congratulations. Now you're officially more informed than most customers. Like and subscribe to help us keep the spotlight on the food industry's best-kept secrets. And remember, the truth is not always on the menu.